Dude, well, did you know they started a podcast? There's like a good podcast starting here pretty soon.
Really? Because I was
Not
under the
this
impression that there already was a good podcast in the studio, the Pleasure Whale Podcast.
Hey!
And we're doing it, everybody. Hey, hello, welcome. We're yelling. We got a pregnant lady. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast. This is weird for me because I'm sitting in a new, different seat because I wanted to give the best seat to the most important guest we ever have and probably ever will have. Usually I would introduce Chris at this point, but he's become very irrelevant to me over the last 5 minutes. But I'll let Chris introduce his wife. I'm Harrison. Welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast. We have a special guest today. We're very excited.
Yep, I was gonna say I can't believe you're not gonna let me introduce.
And then I surprised
said
you.
who it was anyway.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
I know, I was like, that kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
Well, we can redo it.
No, it's okay. I like this. Let's stick with it. Well, listeners, while I have your ear for a couple of seconds here, we do have a special guest in the house today. It's a wonderful person. They're capable of, I would believe, everything in the world. It's the person who chose me as a life partner. Boy, was that an interesting decision. Please put your hands together for my wife, Sarah. Hello. Welcome to the pod.
Put your hands together. This is why I do the
I'll put my hands
intros.
I should have prepared more.
Hey, if you guys could just take your hands off the wheel real quick.
Yeah.
Clap a little bit for Sarah.
Please. Yeah, because most people listen when they're driving.
In the car, yeah.
Yeah,
I got
right.
that.
Sarah's due date.
With something we're not going to say.
Why?
Why not?
Because I thought you didn't want to tell people.
No, you just kept saying that in the car. I was like, the due date doesn't even matter.
Oh, no, it's the most
Oh.
important thing ever. It's tomorrow.
Yes, our dude. Yes,
Right?
that's yes.
15th. Tomorrow's
It's tomorrow the 14th.
Yes.
Okay,
days,
so it's 2
days.
days from when we're
Oh,
recording.
perfect. So
technically.
Chris didn't even know it because he did tell me it was tomorrow.
Did I say it was tomorrow?
Probably.
Shit.
It's the day after tomorrow.
Good movie.
Yeah, I like the
about
movie.
a lot of shit falling apart. Actually,
Yeah.
Pull that mic closer to you.
who me?
Sarah.
Got
Oh.
it.
Well, here we are. I was so excited about this because I didn't have to think about anything to talk about.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna do all the talking.
I yesterday was thinking to myself, wow, man, so many topics, so many important things. And then Chris gave me a wonderful phone call
yeah.
where he said, how do you feel about having my incredibly pregnant wife on the show
9
tomorrow?
months.
9 months.
Full months.
Let's go
Full
full
months.
10. Let's go full
Yeah.
10. I'm looking for the smartest, most talented babe. It's going to be smart and talented already. But an extra month in the oven. I was a month early, and I've been reading extensively about how bad that is for you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's really explained a lot of things.
Oh yeah, you definitely didn't get
Interesting.
enough oxygen. That's
no,
for sure.
I still don't. Well,
Yeah.
actually, the nose kind of makes up for it.
You do breathe in
Yeah.
quite a bit.
If we're being honest, I think that's just because I'm out of shape.
It begs the question, because one of our things is like if the baby gets too big, you're supposed to birth the head, but then it's possible that if you wait too long, the torso is bigger than the head, so it would be harder to give birth to that part.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're approaching that. I worry if that was the case for your nose.
Yeah, no, my nose was so big that the umbilical cord just was like, we gotta get this, and then I just was born choking, dude. I was,
Oh, were you really?
yeah, dude, I was like a miracle baby, kind of. I was like not supposed to make it.
Umbilical cord wrapped
Interesting.
around.
Yeah, wrapped around the neck.
And this is why we talk about the miracles of modern science.
Oh, I am 21st century only.
Really?
Yeah, like if you go back to 50 years before I was born,
Yeah. So
I
you
wouldn't have made it.
wouldn't have made it.
No.
Interesting.
And my mom wouldn't have made it. It was a whole thing. This is a great thing to
Oh.
talk about the day before somebody goes into labor.
No,
yeah, I was gonna say let's not get too morbid about maternal.
yeah, for sure.
death
I mean,
here,
we can
but-
get morbid here if you want. It's totally possible. But no, what I'm more interested in is actually that you're pro the modern medicine stuff, because you'll see a lot of women on TikTok.
Super pro.
And Sarah, I mean, please feel free to chime in here, but you see people on TikTok that are like, you don't have to listen to your fucking doctor. What do they know? People have been doing this for thousands of years.
I'm going to listen to the doctor.
I'm a
Well,
listen to the doctor.
that's what I said. I mean, everyone's like, advocate for yourself, advocate for yourself,
That's
just because they
true.
say. But
When
I'm
you
like,
think something's wrong.
but
when-
I'm like,
when
I'm
you're
not a
like,
medical
no.
professional, you know. Like, if my doctor says this is what I think is right, well, who the heck am I to say no, it's not?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know better because TikTok now I do.
And I'm so glad you said that, because I'm supposed to be able to follow you anywhere and trust your judgment, because we've decided to share a life together. And I'm so glad you made that choice. That's it.
Why
is the booth loud? What's so funny about that?
Dude, can you just stop being gay with your wife for fucking 2 minutes? This is.
I didn't even have anything to say to that.
Yeah, dude. Even she was like, "Dude, come on."
It was a sweet moment. I just thought that we would. I kind of figured. I'm actually surprised we're talking to you as much as we're talking to you.
Yeah, I know.
If
Like,
I'm
exclude me
honest.
already. Speaking of which, coming into this, I said, "Hey, guys, let's be real here. This is for you.
Yes.
We are documenting history. Hello, future child."
Yes.
Like, yeah, this is crazy, dude. I may have died in a car accident, and now this is like really weird for you. You're probably 18 by the time they let you watch this.
Maybe a little
Knowing
younger.
Chris, she'll watch it like the day after she's born.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's true.
let me show you this.
Gotta
And
get her
they watch
opinion on
it.
the pod.
The baby's gonna get born. I'll be
This
like,
and
check out
gangster
this
rap.
new app. You get a shout out.
And also, I wanted to mention for everyone that complains about 2 white men having a podcast and that being sexist.
Yep.
Well, today we brought a woman with a woman inside of her. So there is no being less sexist than that, everybody.
Yeah.
So I just want to take a stand against everybody that hates on our white guy talking about stuff podcast.
100%. But we definitely should let you say something.
I've said things.
Oh, okay, good. All right,
don't worry.
good.
I'm just taking it all in, all the things you have to say.
Take it in, baby.
What's it like? Okay, I this is a question that has a little less to do with baby, but whenever I have someone in my life that is always going somewhere, I have like an idea in my head what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have an idea in your head here
Of what this was going to be like?
This was going to be like
of the podcast, studio. And how
I mean, not past this room.
That's fair.
Yeah,
this
you've seen,
room, sure, but like,
Yeah.
no, everything out there, not really.
What do you think of how the sausage is made?
It's wonderful.
What do you think about those McDonald's fries, Cat Williams?
McDonald's fries.
We did. Yeah, we stopped here. We stopped at McDonald's on the way here because Sarah just had to have a Coke, and I am going to.
I needed energy.
Yeah,
Caffeine.
we're going
Yeah,
to support
that's
that.
big time.
You know.
We 100% support that. We're a Coke family. Fuck Pepsi.
I am. I haven't had a soda for like 6 years, but I'm still a Coke guy.
Yeah,
my
100%.
Good for you.
Well, we got. I contacted
Don't worry,
the studio.
I do terrible things to my body. It's the one good
I
thing
mean,
I
in
do.
all
He
fairness,
does.
it's just pregnancy. I never really drank sodas, but then.
Oh, really? Because this was something I was going to ask you about.
Well, now
what's the weird
I
food
think it's
stuff there?
because now I'm like I can't drink, so I'm like I guess let me drink a Coke. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
yeah.
you can't have alcohol, so
Right.
I'm not gonna sip on water all the
Right.
time.
You can't drink.
So it's kind of
fermented
like
sugars.
a little.
So we're pretending you haven't been crushing beers for us.
yeah. I'm not drunk right now.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, she's not drunk right now. She hasn't been drunk in 7 months.
False.
7
Yeah,
months
false.
and 60 days.
7 months, in 60 days. But yeah, we're Coke people. Sorry, we were just gonna cut right over this, but
It's important.
we're Coke people.
There's a lot of fentanyl in that nowadays, so be careful.
Yeah, that's true, listeners. If you're doing Coke, if you're drinking
Hey.
Coke, that's fine.
No white powder. No illegal white powder, everybody.
Right.
If we lose a listener, we can't lose
A listener.
any of you. We
Yeah.
need every single one.
It can't be white. It needs to be caramel dye number 60, I believe.
Oh,
That's the color of Coke. Just so you know.
You know
But-
too much.
I do know too much. I contacted the booth to see if they had Coke, and they didn't have Coke. They had fucking sugar-free Pepsi and some diet A&W. Is that right?
Yeah, Diet A&W caffeine free and Diet Pepsi caffeine free.
Yeah, bunch of
Caffeine free
Dude,
too.
crock of shit
In the-
available in the booth, dude.
in the 1 hour that we have to document this very important time in your life, thank God that we are straightening out and really itemizing the studio refrigerator. Because I can only talk about the baby for. I mean, I'm pretty much already done, honestly. I'm already.
Seriously?
No, dude. It's all I
Oh.
want to talk about. Tell me about your cravings. Tell me about your
We
life. Tell me about your fears. Tell me about your deepest, darkest secrets.
okay. I'm not gonna do the secrets part, but
I already know.
yeah, yeah. But here's the thing, dude. We're living this life.
I know that's so true. Because this, I mean, you're really. I think you're actually you are my closest friend to have a kid.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
That's fun.
That's very.
Yeah. You're actually like the first real friend I think to have a kid
That's
out of every.
that's.
I
I
feel-
learned a lot of things.
It's very interesting because I feel like I remember my like that one person. We were like, wow, You're my
Yeah.
like first friend to have a kid.
Yeah.
It'll
And
be
that's kinda
weirder
cool.
when it's a childhood friend for sure. When like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
elementary
yeah.
school buddy.
But anybody though, like, because you're like, oh, these are all of my friends, and now all of a sudden one of them has a
Is one of
baby.
them. Yeah.
like it's just.
Baby,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I never thought of being that person to somebody else.
Well, you're
Here we
not.
are.
I am.
Whoa,
Well, by
we
proxy,
are. We
she
are.
actually does have to be involved for this
I
whole
was
thing
gonna
to
say,
work.
That's true.
without me, you're not either.
Unless you have another baby on the way, in which case this podcast could have been way more
Chris is
entertaining.
actually also pregnant.
Yes,
Oh.
I'm the first male to get pregnant. I only got the one person calling me daddy right now.
Are you the father? Or is it because...
He did buy me daddy socks.
I did.
Actually, no.
No, you bought me daddy socks.
No. You bought them for me. You came home with 2 pairs of socks. One said something about rescue dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Be the person your dog wants you to be, or something.
Oh,
Dog
be the
thinks you
person.
are.
Be the person
Yeah.
your dog thinks you are.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
also got me a pair of socks that say daddy.
That's right,
Yeah.
because you run shit, and yeah, that's right.
My
I
dog
like when
thinks-
you call me daddy.
My
Yeah.
dog thinks I'm a stupid Jew, and I'm killing it.
Oh, yeah.
My dog is under the impression that I am a slightly doing okay stand-up comedian, stupid Jewish guy. Nailed it, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Oscar.
Slightly doing okay.
I would say slightly doing okay.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but
Okay.
like,
I
man,
thought you were about to be like, man, you're so, and I was about to be like, dude, we don't need to lie in front of you.
no, yeah, you
Not
just
the baby.
What are those things called?
Children.
No, yes, no.
Her
Never
name's
mind.
Sarah.
My wife, yeah,
Yes.
I know her. I don't call her
know.
Sarah anymore.
What
really.
do you call her? Mom?
I say babe, or
I say babe. Babe is always.
We're pretty unoriginal with that, yeah.
pretty unoriginal.
I've been
Babe.
unoriginal with like all of my girlfriends, but I think they've all had like a different. Like I don't really recycle
the what?
the names, like the pet names.
So you just use one?
You come
Well,
up
Yeah, like
new
every
pet
girl has
names?
like a main one that I use. Kind
but
of.
it's different?
Yeah.
So like, okay, how specific? Like babe, sweetie, honey, or like fucking snookums or
No,
or
no,
cuddle
no. Like
pants?
pretty much like the cookie cutter normal.
The basic, like
Yeah,
the standard, your
basics, Yeah,
standard.
the standards. Yeah.
Wow. So you're calling your current girlfriend babe right now?
Yeah, babe and baby is definitely her because she's Southern. So it's the way that she says baby is so entertaining to me that I say
Yeah.
it back there.
Ah.
Baby. It's so funny.
Interesting.
Baby.
Hey,
Interesting.
baby. So I just because
I'm not
of
going
my-
to try it.
No, you can try it.
No. That's
Baby.
okay.
But
Look, the kid can't hear me do accents yet. All right,
Yeah.
the kid needs to love me.
dude, why does the kid need to love you? The kid needs to love us.
No, I was talking to her. The kid doesn't need to love me. But you're gonna, hey kid. I
This is-
hope I'm still in your life, dude. I hope
Uncle
when you see
Harrison.
this and you can internalize
Uncle
that
Harrison.
Chris and I are successful stand-up comedians.
Yes. Yes.
I don't really care how she's doing it. now.
Come on.
She's gonna be doing great. She's gonna be doing better. She's gonna be doing the thing that we're not allowed to promote.
Oh,
Very
my-
successful.
Definitely
Successfully.
not going to talk anything about what she does artistically.
Yeah.
'Cause we're only here to talk about the only thing that women are good for,
Making babies.
making babies, not the other cool
She
shit that
said
she
it.
does.
You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
This is
folks.
my
Very
biggest
interesting.
creative process so far.
Wow, that's honestly beautiful.
Well, we'll see how it comes out.
Aw.
No, we are and we've already heard glimmers of what the baby's gonna look like. So far,
Big
fact.
body.
They tell you stuff about what the baby's going to look like?
Not what,
Well, I've
what
seen
she
the
looks
crazy
like.
ultrasound.
Size. It's size. So
Size. They talk
her-
about size.
her
Size
body
matters.
is really big, apparently in the 98th percentile
big
of
baby.
children. So
Big
That's
baby.
interesting. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
not scary at all.
It is. It's not scary. Well, it's not scary for. Is it scary?
Is that scary?
Well, if it's not going to come out down
Yeah.
there,
Mhm.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say that I would, if somebody said, how much money for her water to break on pod? I would have
You
taken.
want a number?
I would have given $10,000. Not like to you, like don't make it happen.
Well,
but
I
just
was gonna say, I mean,
to the universe. If the universe was like, what value do you place on this? I think that would be worth it.
What happened? What?
So I'm really hoping here. We got about 45 minutes left, kid. Come on.
I'm imagining what trying to make it happen seems like. She just pushes really hard and farts.
Yeah, it does. It really doesn't work that way. I mean, don't think I don't go to the bathroom and I'm like, come on.
Really?
It doesn't.
Come on.
I mean, a little bit. Honestly, I'm like, okay, I'm peeing. I'm like, maybe give it an extra push,
Yeah.
and the water will break. But
Wow.
it doesn't.
My mom was a
And we're-
masseuse, and she specifically did massage to induce labor on a couple women.
Yeah, I
Did it
hear.
work?
I
It
hear
worked. Yeah,
there's
she
a-
induced labor 2 times, I think.
Yeah, I mean, my friend also was like, I got a foot massage and then went into labor that night.
Well, that doesn't seem
That
related
night,
at
if it
all.
doesn't happen during the massage.
Well, I
that
don't think
night.
they're immediate.
Foot massage? What's the relationship of the foot to the uterus?
I don't know. Are you?
You need to know this.
I'm sorry. I'm not grilling you. I'm just saying.
I don't have an
How does a
answer.
foot massage?
Well, there's
In
triggers.
the same vein, what's the connection of the foot to your dick, dude? Come on. You know?
My
You don't
foot
know.
has nothing to do with my penis. I got foot
Besides how
surgery.
big they are.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put
dude.
her there, babe.
Put her there for
I
that
guess.
sick ass lie.
That's I just high fived my wife because size matters, and that's what I said earlier. Anyway, that was good. That was a good little run there.
We're on a roll.
We're on a roll.
I've already accepted I have to do a little more editing on this one than
no,
normal.
I don't think so.
No, okay.
So far, I think it's going great.
I'm just thinking about the kid. I just really want to make an impression on this one. Kid.
Yeah, dude, no, you're definitely gonna make an impression. She's gonna watch this and be like,
She's gonna
"Mom and
already know
Dad
me."
are kind of annoying." And
And
this guy in the
guy.
this guy in the middle is like, "I think I'm gonna date someone that looks just like him, just to piss Dad off."
Oh, so you're saying you hate Jews?
No.
Chris always likes to say on the podcast. He always likes to make jokes. He always says something that's like really like not that offensive towards Jewish people. Then he'll be like, I really do like Jewish people. It's always like, dude, you didn't. The disclaimer is what made it weird.
Yeah.
That's what ruined the whole thing.
And I would like to say that I do really like Jewish people. I just
And there we go. It just got 10 times worse.
it's just
Just right there. You saw it happen in real time, kids.
my aunt
kids.
is Jewish, and there's a lot. I have a lot of Jewish friends and family. Doesn't matter.
I have Jewish friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a podcast with a Jewish person.
I think it's just because I can afford half of the fucking cost of the studio.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it. It has
just a
nothing-
small, just a small part.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
It
Yeah,
doesn't hurt.
You being Jewish is not correlated.
We've said this before. We do this together partially because we're the only 2 people we know in comedy that are reliable enough to do this.
Yeah, exactly. We're willing to do this pod,
To
just
commit.
just like we were willing to commit to with Parenthood.
Yes. I didn't know if
Sorry.
we were talking marriage. Speaking of,
Well, I was gonna say that was a bigger commitment almost.
Was
No.
marriage or parenthood?
I guess
I
there.
feel like parenthood.
yeah.
Because now
yeah.
you're locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're locked
Well,
in.
we
You're
could still split up.
Like you could fall in love with a much more successful, handsome man, and then he still has to come over and take care of the kid.
Yes. If
It'll be a custody battle,
the
but
this guy's gonna have to be way more successful.
Way more successful than you. So they're just successful.
No, wrong. We're doing fine, Sarah. We're doing fine. Tell him.
Rocket scientist, dude. I'm kidding.
Okay, just tell the man that you're happy.
I'm
Here.
happy.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
She
Well,
doesn't
now
need
it
this-
seems forced.
Wait, you told me.
God.
Oh man, you guys are so great. You guys are so fucking great.
We have a lot of fun at home. This is actually very interesting because we talk so little. We talk a lot, okay? But we communicate kind of without speaking at home because we're kind of in lockstep. And I was concerned. Do you disagree with me?
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
No. It just sounds so
No, dude,
cheesy and
She
cliche.
she just got the joke that you,
I'm just
that you
saying.
sent to her telepathically.
yeah.
Why does it sound cheesy and cliche?
I don't know. It just does.
Just
But
because
isn't that
something
what
is
love
true.
is?
Yeah.
Everything cheesy and cliche.
no,
being
that's
true.
all fair.
Just because something is true for a lot of people doesn't mean it sucks. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't suck.
I'm just okay. Well, cliche is
I mean, like a lot of Jewish people died in the Holocaust, right?
that
But
sucks.
just because it happened to all those, it still did suck.
Yes, I agree.
Confirm. I'm
I'm
not
just
even
saying,
Really,
can you
Jewish.
look-
Like
can-
I am, but I'm like really leaning.
Can you guys
into
look
it
up the definition of cliche, please?
Can you guys look up the number of Jews that died in the Holocaust? It's 6 million.
Yeah, it's. Don't look that up.
The
Cliche,
definition
a
of
phrase or
cliche.
opinion that is overused and betrays a lack of original thought. Shit, that's not what I thought it was.
What did
Okay.
you think
You
it
didn't
was?
know the definition of cliche?
No, I kind of.
I like the boost.
God damn
it.
It's always like the subtle roast. It's always just like the
You didn't know the definition of cliche.
you know the definition of.
You like your steak medium? Okay,
We know who's helping with the English homework.
my
Which is
wife, whose
ironic.
second language is English?
Yeah.
Wait, what's your first language?
German.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Perfect to throw in here right now.
Perfect timing.
You think our kid is going to be dumb as a box of rocks?
Why would I think your kid's gonna be dumb? You guys are both so much smarter than me. Like I have no reason.
But we don't do English good.
I'm really good at English. It's like, hey, you know what? I'll help with the English homework. I'm available.
Yeah.
The English tutor.
Yeah.
I'll be the English tutor, dude. I think it's the one thing that we have to be good at is we have to be good at speaking.
I'm great at
the English
I'm great.
language.
I'm very good at speaking. Yeah. Whether or not because I started through the IMs,
Yeah.
the booth is laughing.
Yeah. Sarah, this is where you learn your husband can't read.
He is a slow reader.
Is he? Yeah, actually.
No, and I'm not ashamed.
Any secrets, any ways, like any weird things Chris does, the people want to know. Trust me.
Well,
Anything-
the reading.
The reading thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't know how to read. This is
No,
great
I know
for
how
me.
to read.
Well, like
German.
when we're on TikTok together. Well, when I'm on TikTok and Chris is watching
Oh,
TikToks with
TikTok
me.
is the thing he has trouble reading. I was thinking like.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what.
No.
Well, I'm sure he can read it, but it'll take him quite a while for a page.
If he starts
Yeah.
reading Moby Dick now, he'll be done by your high school graduation.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
when she's 18, maybe.
Yeah, when she's 18, maybe. I'll stop. Yeah. I could do it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read slow. What's the fuck? I'm taking in information. I'm not casually browsing shit. I'm embodying it.
I just want
I'm
to say,
so I actually don't speak very well.
Yeah, you're
That's what I'm
not
learning.
doing yourself favors here.
it feels very powerful as a high school dropout
Uh-huh.
to harass you about your intelligence.
You're a high school dropout?
Yeah, technically I am.
Beauty school dropout.
Technically.
Technically,
Why technically?
I just had such bad insomnia and kind of like medical things in high school that they cut like unimportant classes, like an art class and PE, so I could like sleep in, and then they made me sign a contract that I had to go to college,
Okay.
which I did.
Uh-huh.
Did I graduate that? No.
Was that written in the
No.
contract?
No, it just said you have
There
to
you go,
So I
okay.
fulfilled all my obligations.
So that sounds like a hookup. That sounds like you only had to take your core classes and leave.
Yeah, it would have been more of a hookup if I wasn't so miserably unwell.
What were you? Oh.
I just had really bad insomnia. I could never ever sleep. I was like
Interesting.
not sleeping at all, and they were just like, "Dude, you look, you
You don't look good.
don't look good." And
Yeah.
I was like, and there because I had like the attendance of like a abused child that has no parents. Like it was, and then
Right.
meanwhile I had like the most loving home, and I'm an only child, and it's
Right.
just like, if you didn't know me, you would have been like, "This kid's getting abused."
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
but meanwhile, I just couldn't fucking sleep.
Dude, I'll tell you, it's just interesting to me how like everyone projected and saw one thing, but your life was a lot different, at least at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm worried about our child having just being like not perceived the right way in never mind. Never mind.
I would love it if you finished your thought.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
You're just thinking ahead. You're thinking way far ahead, dude. Because you have
He
a solid
does.
2 years of the perception of your child being nothing but positive, and then probably a lot of people thinking it's kind of ugly, but not wanting to say that.
I don't. Yeah,
It's fair.
I really don't. Cleo or whatever your name is. Her name could be Cleo. It could be Vienna. It could be
We're
Kennedy.
not talking about the name. It seems like there was a look.
Well, I
I
just
think
I
you
just
really have
can't
to decide. You gotta
decide.
see. You gotta look eye to eye, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
Could
feel
be
like
a Gertrude. You never know.
I hope it's not a Gertrude.
I hope it's not
Yeah.
a Gertrude too.
Yeah,
that's a little too.
I just don't. She's gonna be a fat baby, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, we're calling her fat now.
He
See?
does all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
Apparently, this
She's
is, like,
already got
not cool.
insecurities.
She doesn't have any insecurity. She has no opinion.
She can hear you, and you call her fat every
She
day.
doesn't speak English.
Okay, that's fair.
She doesn't. Apparently, neither
Yeah,
do
she's
I.
speaking German in there, dude. Fucking come on.
She's not speaking at all. Her mouth is full of goo. She's
Full of
Whenever I meet a
amniotic
baby, I
fluid.
always talk mad shit to it.
yeah. I'll be like, you
before they
suck.
can really internalize it, because I'm always like,
Get
look,
it
I
out
want to
now.
be the first one to call your kid a bitch. Like I want to be the first person in the world to do this, and it always makes me feel good. I've never regretted it once.
Yeah. What do you think? Are you going to talk shit to the baby? Probably not. You're
I
probably
don't
gonna
know.
love it.
I don't-
Yeah.
I mean,
Her.
I'd hope
Yeah,
so.
I would say you're probably gonna love it.
We're gonna love.
I might.
I think it's a high. I think
small
you're gonna
chance.
love it.
We're gonna. Yeah, I got my mom.
They love you already. Me, I could learn to love you, but they love you already.
But don't love her like if she's gonna see this when she's 18 and then falls for you and then you start dating. That I would hate. That I would really, really hate.
Oh, that'll be like
that line of conversation.
That'll be like
we
a
don't have to
Larsa
talk about
Pippen, a Larsa Pippen kind of
a
thing.
Larsa Pippen situation.
Yeah.
Larsa Pippen.
No, yeah.
You know who that is?
I know.
Or
Yeah.
Michael
A
Jordan's
housewife
son.
that's dating Michael Jordan's
Son.
Son, I
Who
know,
she's
dude.
known literally
Yeah,
since
he was a kid.
Yeah.
since he was a young
Which
boy.
is ew.
Yeah.
Ew is
Ew.
right.
But I do think they broke up now.
Really? Because I thought
That's
they were
good.
engaged.
Well, it was talks, but apparently during the Super Bowl, she kind of soft launched the breakup.
She
Oh.
soft launched the
Soft-
break.
Well, like she unfollowed him, deleted pictures, like that kind of.
Right, yeah, where everybody's
Yeah.
like,
You heard it
"Oh,
here
what's going
first.
on?"
Blowholes. Larsa Pippen and
So
that's
is that what your audience is called?
yeah the
Yeah, the
blowholes.
Blowholes.
Yeah,
Interesting.
our listeners are.
Can you
blowholes.
tell I never listen?
Yeah, my girlfriend has never listened either. So
Yeah, I can tell. Now,
this brings up a funny random thing that happened. I got a DM on the Pleasure Whale podcast Instagram account
telling us
yesterday.
to stop doing it.
No,
Please
most
quit
people-
now.
No, well, your friends tell us to stop doing it. My friends love the pod.
No, I have friends that love it.
I'm kidding. I
One.
got a DM last night that
Many.
said, "Hey, I absolutely love your podcast. I watch every episode when I get the chance to chill.
Hell yeah.
Even watched it while driving, which I'm not proud of. Thanks for the awesome and entertaining work. I just had a suggestion for your podcast that I think would make it even better."
Hell yeah.
And then I went to his fucking account, and the only picture he has posted is a picture of a box of cigars. And so I just replied, "Is it cigars?"
Is that my dad?
and
That's a good suggestion.
Cigars?
Yeah, next to Portricia and Dick Giraffe. Just a box.
What
of,
if you have to
oh, yeah,
smoke
we
it?
actually have to get you
Well,
smoking
I
a
don't
cigarette
smoke.
on pod while pregnant. That's one of the most important.
Okay.
So, and then they go, ha, not quite, mate, but go for it if you want. Look, so I really want to work for you. I think it would impact the podcast in a great way. I was wondering if I could work for you for free for 3 weeks, and then we can discuss after what you think about me. I own an AI automation agency where I can automate every task. I made a quick video of me explaining everything. Would you be able to quickly watch this whenever you feel like it? And I said,
I'm not going to click that link.
no, but I said, tell me 3 things about our podcast you like that aren't in the Instagram clips. And I saw the ... going on for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
And he goes, look, man, I'll be honest with you. It's just how I get podcasts to respond.
Oh,
And then I never heard
Wow.
reply.
God.
So if
That's-
any, I would love to be mean to more of you in the podcast DM. So please, anybody.
Yeah, we complain that we don't get enough DMs, and then we get a DM and shame the person into almost killing themselves. Like this.
Well, that's probably a stretch.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was
Sorry,
a
it's
little
just his
aggressive.
business.
So he just admitted to me what he was doing. I don't know if he committed suicide. He just was like, yeah, I kind of lied to you a little bit. But it was so funny because I was thinking to myself, like, what?
God damn it!
What?
I'm bombing this episode, dude.
It's okay, dude. You're in the presence of 2 very important people.
Greatness.
I'm
Yeah.
in the presence of 2 people that, I could do without.
my wife and my daughter.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're trauma bonded forever.
Trauma bonded.
Yes.
Bounded.
Bounded. But I don't know. I just
Bound it. We should make that a thing.
Bound it?
Bound it.
Bounded? Oh,
Yep,
I gotta
bring
do
in.
it too.
Bound
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Please continue.
I don't
your
know. I don't know.
statement.
I think it was just, what did I have to say about that? I think it was just funny to me having to be like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, this
my
all
God.
came from me not listening to
Exactly.
the podcast.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
That's how we started.
My
that.
ADHD
Yep.
is sometimes it doesn't help us, but other times it really keeps us going.
Yeah.
Because
We're cooking.
Yeah, it just goes on to the next topic.
It's just always on other things, and I also, once I get something in my head, if I don't say it, then I forget it, and then I'm
Yep.
like, no,
It'll never come
And
back.
So then I
Right.
just have to interrupt, and we've gotten pretty good about it, though. I will say.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was telling her on the way here that our best eps are the ones where we come with a plan, but then end up going way off to the left, and
Yeah.
that ends up being the best stuff.
That's like
Because
the
it's
most
the most
fun.
organic form of conversation, and we really think whatever it is that we're talking about.
That's true because
Yeah.
when we do stuff we planned, I don't actually believe any of it.
No, that's
With your
not the
script.
intent. That's not what I
Our
mean.
No, but
But
of course, they're like genuine. Like it's the same with a comedy show when it's like your material sometimes doesn't work at a show, but the riffs kill.
yeah,
Hmm.
It's just like
Exactly.
that.
It is
Dude,
just like that.
I am I've been trying to do the Chicago thing. Have we talked about this on pod yet?
Chicago thing.
I'm going to Chicago to visit family, and I'm trying to do shows out there while I'm out there.
Okay.
Just because, of course, right?
Uh-huh.
And one of my friends.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sure the baby's going to want to hear this.
Well, we gotta just do. We can't do pure baby, dude.
We're not doing pure baby.
We're not doing pure baby. All right, take it back. Forget my fucking
Chicago.
I take it back, Chris.
No.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I got nothing. I have stuff. Also, my wife is here. But if you, let's hear about the Chicago stuff. It's important.
What Chicago stuff, dude? I don't know what
Don't
you're
do this to
talking
me.
about, dude.
Sarah, aren't you interested in the Chicago stuff?
Yeah, we love Chicago.
We do love Chicago. We went on a first couple of dates in Chicago.
That's because
Where'd
Chris
you go?
lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived there. And then
And I didn't.
She made up a phony story about a reason to come to Chicago, and then told me she was there for some completely different
But it was
reason.
to-
But it
because
was
you really
to, but
wanted
it was
to
to
see
fall
him.
in love with me.
But it was to fall in
So
love
cute.
with
Oh my
me.
God, that's so awesome. And it's like bringing up Chicago led to this wonderful family
Yeah.
story, right?
And
So
I
maybe
had-
you should go fuck yourself. You sack of shit. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to be fucking a man here. I'm trying to do what we need to do.
Yeah, tell me about Chicago.
You tell me about Chicago. You
Okay,
guys
so
had a
I had
magical
just
moment.
finished a biathlon. And-
Whoa, really?
Yeah, but it was
How did we never talk
Wait,
about
wasn't
this?
it a yoga thing?
Is that where you
It
suck it? You suck a dick and you need a pussy on the way to the fucking bicycle?
I think he
That
just
sounds-
did yoga and went on a 5K.
Is that what you did? What is a biathlon, dude?
The biathlon is with two sports, and you do them
Oh, yeah,
in
and the
sequence with each
tries.
other.
But it can't be any two sports. You can't say you're doing a biathlon if you just like roll around an ice hockey rink and then shot a 3-pointer.
According to the thing I signed up for, you can absolutely do any
So
two sports.
this is now where you tell me that is what you did. It has
That's
to be
exactly what I
No,
did.
you have to be like running and it has to be like
I did do
and
running.
swim and
And then I did yoga in a
I
park
told
with
you.
a lot of people.
I wasn't kidding. It was actually
It was
just
a lot of people. It was like 300 people. doing-
Basically, they were like, come do a 5K and we'll do yoga after.
Yeah.
this is one of my favorite things I've learned about you.
Biathlon.
I did a biathlon. Dude, what a fucking dude, what a like
So I don't know what biathlon means either?
History is written by the victors, right? Like you get to fucking do yoga and run, and then you get to say you did a biathlon.
Look it up. It's
The
just
biathlon is a winter sport that combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting.
Yeah, actually.
That's in the Olympics. That's the Olympic biathlon.
I don't think there
Look
is
up.
other.
Is there like biathlon
Look up
in
yoga
general?
biathlon. That's what we need.
Look up yoga biathlon Chicago circa 2016.
This is something they made up. Biathlon, another new sport.
Makes an ass. of
No,
itself.
but that's still the Winter
Another new
Olympics.
sport makes an appearance in the Chicago area Saturday when 200 runners are expected to take part in the Kingsbury Summer Biathlon Series at the Fox Valley Rifle Range in Dundee. See, this is what it's like when you can read, Chris.
Yeah, seriously, you're reading way faster than I'm able to pick it up.
I have like crazy weird super.
Chicago Park District Special Rec Department.
Dude, clicking on links for the YMCA does not legitimize your story.
Okay, whatever. Okay,
That's
whatever. I told everybody it was a biathlon, and it's definitely in our text because I thought it would make me sound sexy.
Honestly, I don't remember you ever saying biathlon. I just knew you did a 5K and then it was yoga after.
Red flag, you're just dating a guy. He says he did a biathlon and half it was yoga.
Yeah, to be honest, I probably would have went back home if that's what you said to me. I don't think you
Are you
used the
kidding?
word. You definitely did not say biathlon.
But you knew what I was doing.
Yeah, but because you said, "Oh, I have a 5K in yoga or something." I'm
All
like,
right,
okay,
and it
that's
was-
fine.
And it
That's
was
fine.
early, and I was like, I have plans in the morning. It
Also,
was this.
5K is the bare minimum amount you can run
Well,
to like,
exactly.
talk about it.
Yeah, but I wanted to. I was like, I'm gonna crush this. I think I got like 5th.
Well, in my head, it was like he did like a turkey trot, right? Like a Thanksgiving morning quick run, and then
What are
did
you
yoga
doing
after.
right now?
I'm just saying. That's how I
You know
thought
what
of
she's
it.
doing? She's telling you how she really feels.
Yeah, I did that, and then I went and met you and Miles and Nam,
Uh-huh.
and we had a lovely dinner,
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch.
And this is when you
I don't
first
know.
met.
No,
No,
met.
no, we had known each other, but we didn't. There was a whole other story of Chris who lived with his ex back then.
Yeah,
well, let's
But-
talk about that.
No, let's not. Talk
yeah,
about
no,
that.
we can leave that one. But we didn't talk for like 2 weeks. So I was like, you know what? My friend just moved to Chicago. Let me go visit her. And then I texted Chris and I was like, I'm gonna be in Chicago.
Yeah,
So
But-
that's kind of
but the
great.
plan, the friend was a ploy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did
As
go
most
visit
friends
her, but
are.
it was a good.
Are we still
It was
friends
a
with her,
twofer.
or was she?
Yeah, we
kind
love her. She's one of the
cool,
best.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
She didn't like
Yeah.
fill her purpose once you found a man.
She's actually
Oh,
given
no,
us.
she was my
she's given me
bridesmaid.
feedback on the pod.
Yeah, she's one of your listeners.
She's the one that I don't like.
No, she's great.
You can be honest.
No, she's great.
What's her name?
Megan Nam. We love her.
Oh, Megan Nam.
Yeah.
I'm watching you, Megan.
Yeah. Well, she's not watching us.
I'm sure she will be watching this
one.
episode.
Oh yeah, she's gonna watch the Sarah app. She gotta watch.
Megan,
the
for the
Sarah.
record, I don't not like you.
I feel like she actually listens to most of them.
She did. She listened, and then she gave us.
Oh, she
she
listened
gave us
once?
good feedback that I passed on to Harrison.
And he
when
was
she
like, "Fuck
says-
this."
Which he literally said, "Fuck you." The feedback was you should really get a female voice in there to combat all the bullshit you guys say.
You're welcome.
And thank you
That's what
for
I'm
being
here for.
here. Yeah. You are the,
one time only.
you are the female voice that we needed.
No, you'll be back for the next pregnancy.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Sure. We're gonna
We'll
have two.
see.
I don't know.
Okay, so you guys fucking all right. So then you go to this communal breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we go to a
let's just talk more about how you guys met because I don't want to talk about anything other than that.
You don't want to talk about your Chicago stuff?
No, definitely not.
Damn it. You totally do.
No, I don't.
Okay. You do at some point.
At some point.
Yeah, okay. It could be today.
It could be today.
We went, we went for the breakfast and we had a lot of, I think it was fun. And then I think you went to a hotel. We went that weekend.
No, I
we
slept
went
there.
At my place.
No, at Nom's place.
Okay, you slept there. And then I don't remember too much, but I remember we went out to a disco club. That was a lot of fun.
We went to the Cubs game.
We went to a Cubs game. And then we also went to the Pitchfork Music Festival.
Pitchfork.
Pitchfork, yeah. It's where
It's called
everyone gets a
Pitchfork.
trident and you stab pigs to death. Okay, see, not they don't all land.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a pitchfork.
we went to Pitchfork Music Festival.
But that was a different weekend.
to watch. Damn it! Well, whatever.
Sorry.
We watched Lauryn Hill, and we had a lot of fun.
It's all the honeymoon phase, right? We're reminiscing.
Yeah,
on the
it's all the
good
same.
times. Yeah,
It
it's all
was
a
it
big-
was in Chicago
Wow.
though, so that's
But I will say this: credit to Sarah. And I think we probably would have ended up together no matter what because it was meant
fate.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sarah put in the work. Like she was like, "I'm gonna come out to Chicago," and she came out twice. And when I started seeing how much she was invested in this,
Yeah, what it's like when a woman actually cares about you.
dude,
It's crazy
it
when that
changed.
happens.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!" And then I was like, "I'm gonna put that effort back." And then so I flew to New York to see you a couple of times.
And they say girls don't be crazy, but I guess crazy pans out a little bit.
Well, is that?
Yeah.
I don't think what you did is crazy by
Yeah.
any means.
I mean,
unless you did
Oh.
some crazy shit that you don't want to talk about.
no,
I don't
but the fact that I was like, you know what? Let me plan a whole trip to Chicago and then just be like, by the way, I'm here.
But I feel like that's almost like the least crazy thing ever because how do you
I'll take
spark a romance with somebody that doesn't live nearby?
I think that's the crazy part. Is like, oh, you're really gonna go for it? This guy lives 1,500 miles away.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not crazy. It's great. It's just like you bet on yourself. You
yeah,
know?
I mean, it was.
Which, by the way, are you happy with the prize that you won? Because
A prize.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I kind of got very lucky, but you fucked yourself. You know what I mean?
That's mean.
You married a comedian, and I'm not even that good, as evidenced by this podcast.
Why do we always just not recognize the rocket scientist part of the whole thing?
I
I feel like rocket
Only
scientists
comedian.
always pushed to the wayside.
Yeah, that's the
I
funny part about my life is that the things that I'm actually good at, I don't want. You know what I mean? Does this not make any sense?
I mean, it makes sense, but I also know that you are really good at comedy, so you're just putting yourself down for no reason. Can we talk about how Chris is so negative
That's all
and
he
down on
does.
himself?
Oh, yeah.
Can we
What the
boost
fuck is
you up a little bit?
What the?
mean, he's not wrong. we had this conversation in San Francisco
Oh, San Francisco.
after
I
your
got
show,
dumped
where
after
you were
my
like,
trip
it
to
was
San
the
Francisco.
worst. It was so bad. The set was so bad.
I bombed in front of our relatives.
You did not bomb. I mean, it wasn't your best,
Why would you say
but
that?
it wasn't your
do you want to
worst. But he's like,
Being real.
you know how down he was? He looks at me and goes, You can stand somewhere else. You don't have to stand next to me if you're embarrassed.
Dude,
It's like,
you know
you're
what he
so
did?
dramatic.
You know what he said to me before we
Dude.
taped the special? He calls me and he goes, "Hey man, you're not going to overshadow me, are you?" I've been trying to stand up for 2 years.
Well, dude, it's okay. You guys are so confident.
It's not that we're confident. We're just not insecure.
I'm
little
definitely not
pussies.
confident.
Yeah, Sarah, did you say? Yeah, I get it. You're not. You're calling me a pussy? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
just want to make sure I get a
Ouch.
couple digs in front of your kid.
Yeah, thank you for doing that in front of my
Kid.
I
in front of
think
my wife.
Chris.
Just so we're clear, he might think I'm a pussy, but I'm paying your bills, so shut your mouth. That's
what?
I'm sorry. Don't you? It depends on.
Who are you
Are you
talking shut
talking
their
to the
mouth?
baby?
Me or
I'm
the
talking
child?
to. I'm talking to our baby.
Oh, okay. I'm just
That's-
making sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about whatever our relationship. Because if we're estranged and I just said shut your mouth, that's not good. But
It's a little soon for you guys to be estranged.
yeah. But based on how this is going,
It might happen sooner than you thought.
seriously, I want to ask. Can I ask you a question, my love?
Sure.
And I say my love. That's my thing.
I was ready to answer.
Yeah. Why didn't you say something? Oh, am I different here on the pod than at home?
Fucking better be.
I mean, maybe a little bit.
Okay, just a little though.
I think we just try to ramp up our authentic selves. We're not playing characters. That's not. our
Yeah,
thing.
no, like
Yeah.
I don't think you're like, oh my God, who is this? But it's you on more.
Well, he
If
purposely
that
didn't
makes
do
sense.
blackface because you were coming.
Yeah.
I've actually held back about 15 Jew jokes
Why?
because my wife is German. It could get perceived wrong.
I feel like I don't know. I kind of like the pressure builds the diamond. I like it.
Yeah, pressure builds. Yeah, but I, you know,
Pressure builds the Third Reich. You know? Let's-
it's so funny how some of the silences. It's like because okay, you know how in music they say the rest is equally as important as the note.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when you fuck it up, it's better to just shut up. You know what I mean?
Which is the opposite of what you're doing right now.
Shit.
He did shut up for about
I know.
half a minute there.
Half a minute. That's a long time.
30 seconds.
So
Thank you for
wait,
breaking
let
that
me look
down.
at the things I didn't want to forget.
Yeah, do we have so much to talk about? What are we at? What's our runtime?
Dude, we're like already
You
done.
have like 9 more minutes.
Fuck.
All right, get those questions in.
10, 15.
Okay, I have one that I really want to get to. Is
Let's do 'em
and
all.
this
Rapid
one,
fire to start.
Okay, this one is important to me. How do you feel about your first dance being to a song about a baby falling out of a window now that you are pregnant with a baby?
A pregnant baby, a baby falling out of the window?
Yes, Tears in Heaven.
Oh, Eric Clapton's.
Oh,
Tears in Heaven.
that I was like, wait, that wasn't our first dance.
Not
Not
at
at the
our
wedding.
Your
Not
first
at the
dance
wedding.
ever.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I've thought about it at all. So thank
I
you.
think about it all the time. I watched the clip last night.
I mean, I can text you later and tell you once I've thought about
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's going to be
but-
great for our listeners.
That was
Yeah,
just- that was just
the
a
text
dig at
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You-
post pod text.
You can put it on screen at the next
the
episode.
PPT.
Yeah, the PPT.
Yeah, I honestly never even thought about it.
You don't think you okay? Good.
Well, but even the song itself, I remember you saying you're like, it's actually a really sad song, and I was like, well, I just never, I don't know, never computed.
You know, it's if you take the chorus out of context, it's a really beautiful song
Yeah.
because you're in a moment and you say, I know I don't belong here in heaven. Like I don't deserve this. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I
Yeah,
can see why you would
you could
identify
turn
with
it-
feeling like you don't deserve something.
Yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
it's like it's so good that I don't deserve it, and I get the bit. But like, so if you just hear it for the chorus, it's very nice. Though you're right. The song is it's not the
I thought
Yeah.
that was gonna be funnier than it was. All right. Anyway,
Well, what else do you got?
I was like,
really, that was the main thing.
Oh.
that was your biggest question.
No, well, I also wanted. Well, I did want to catch up on Chris's weird thing that he did. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Oh, you said we can go a little long.
Yeah, we
10
got about
minutes.
10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Well-
Okay, cool. Oh yeah. So yesterday I had to do the interview.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because last pod we talked about how he was propositioned
To go do.
to go do this thing.
Yes.
Right.
And I was
right.
like, this just sounds weird.
Yeah, it did sound.
So what did it
sound
turn
weird.
out to be?
Yeah. Okay.
Quick
so-
summary for people that are only listening because we have a pregnant woman on the show.
Yep.
Well, you give it.
I got a comic friend reached out to me and said, I'm not going to be in town, but I recommended you for this. And it's a 20-minute interview about money. But that was it. That's the extent of what the script said or whatever the thing I got was. And they were like, you show up at this time and you talk about money for 20 minutes and then we ask you to leave. But they gave no information.
And my guess was that it's going to be like a talking head type thing for like this is the 80s MTV VH1 show.
Yeah.
So what did it all turn out to be?
So it turned out that it was just for a documentary, but a documentary about, I believe it's going to be Bitcoin and how it relates to global finance and things like that. And they actually asked me questions about Bitcoin and global finance, which I am no expert at all. So I really came off sounding pretty stupid. I'm not going to lie to you. But the lead up to it was super eerie because they were like, okay, come to this location and then have a different text this other number. It's my PA. Weird. They'll let you in. Yeah. And so I text the other number. Hey, I'm here. A garage door opens.
It's like a back room casting couch kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's dude, I walked in and then there's 4 people sitting around with waters and bananas and Cliff Bars. And I was like, okay, maybe I've just never been to an audition, but this seems odd. And there's one red chair, a bunch of white chairs, cameras.
No, that's
and
normal.
Yeah, okay, fine. And people keep coming in and being like, okay, now you. And then when the people that are done leave, they come out and they just fucking dip. Like something happened, you know?
Auditions are weird like that.
Okay.
Where you like do it and then you like go and you don't talk to the other actors and you don't make friends. It's the opposite of like comics hanging.
Okay, so then maybe that's what I was experiencing was an audition process, and everybody else was just really cold because I was like, dude, I'm getting no information, and I'm just sitting here waiting. And I found out that the name of the company was called Full Surrender Productions, and I was like, this is porn. Yeah. I'm gonna do porn right now. There's a Full Surrender. Yeah, It's like, please, all right, come in here now. I need you to surrender to the moment and take your pants off. That's what I think is going to happen. And it ends up, the guy actually couldn't have been more cool. I walk in, I do the shoot, and they just asked me a bunch of questions about money, and I talked myself into a hole. They asked me if I trust the U.S. government, and I said no. And then I don't. What's so fucking funny about that? What is so funny about me not trusting the U.S. government? Okay. Watch 15 years, I'll be a politician. I'll quit comedy and run for Congress. So I said I did.
We've made sure that can't happen on this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. So I said, or maybe they'll like it more. So I said, I don't trust the government. And then number one, dude. And then I'm so sorry that you married me.
She's happy that she married you.
Okay. So
why is me saying that mean more than her actual marriage?
I don't know. I like outside looking in, you know? So I say I don't trust the government, and then we go on a barrage of questions, and then we get to Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, they asked me, they were like, what do you know about it? And I was like, I don't really trust it because I think it's unregulated, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, well, would you buy it if it had more regulation? And I was like, I would probably buy it if it was backed like FDIC,
so
like federally backed.
Trust it,
And he was like,
did you really drop the acronym?
I said the FDIC.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. You're definitely they're gonna have a gotcha moment.
Oh, dude. And then I had a realization on camera. I was like, oh, I'm a walking contradiction.
He was like, now I have to go home and think about this.
Yeah. I was like, I think the government doesn't get anything, but I only trust things that are backed by the government. No, it's like, yeah. So, and I'm sure that I'll get sued for what I just did.
I will say that's a very valid like way to feel in like the way we've been brought up and the times we've been brought up in. What a weird time, because I feel like when we were kids, it was still like America was like cool.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when we were kids, it was still like I'm proud to be an American.
Yep.
America's the greatest country in the world.
Yep.
And pretty soon we're gonna get really gung-ho about killing some brown people in Afghanistan and Iraq.
What the fuck?
And no, that's the bad part. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying things are great. And then there's kind of like this, whole 9/11 thing. And then here we are. And then we're in a weird place. What are you looking at?
Yeah. No. Okay. I get it. You're describing history.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like where you thought America was going.
Well, I mean, they went there.
Yeah, they already went there.
Yeah, they did go there. They did go there. We went there.
Okay, yeah.
There were no weapons of mass destruction.
Right.
If Dick Cheney, if you want to do the pod.
No.
No dick.
No, we have Dick Giraffe. We don't need Cheney. We can get Liz.
But I do get it. I get the weird, like, contradictory thoughts because I definitely feel like when I was a kid, I still bought it. Maybe it's just part of being a kid. I don't know.
I'm just gonna look dumb on camera. That's all.
So you nervous? What's going on? How are we feeling? We got a baby coming.
He's looking at Sarah now. Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah. Sorry for talking so long.
I don't.
Okay,
How am I supposed to piggyback off your great story?
Are you?
I really like
what
the
the
way you say
fuck
great
was that?
story.
Yeah. What do you mean, great
How am I
story?
supposed to
It was
piggyback
good.
off of your great? I don't know how I could ever.
This is what it's like
follow.
for Chris when he comes home
Are
from
you the reason he is the way he
comedy.
is?
Yeah, maybe I'm
you
the
could build him up a
problem.
little, if you could just build him up a little bit more, because I really need him to believe in myself. 'Cause we're kind of like our careers are a little bit intermingled.
Maybe I'm the problem. You're so insecure.
It's you. Hi. You're the
It's
problem.
me,
It's
yeah.
you.
If I like Taylor Swift, I'd do that.
I
but-
feel like that was kind of hot though. Maybe I'm the reason that you're insecure.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Well, you shouldn't do it.
This is
to
why
me.
he calls me daddy.
Yeah. Sarah, you are a funny person.
Thank you.
I love you. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
How sweet.
Yeah, it is to be loved by you.
This is how they were before you ruined it.
Baby.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, not the
baby.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we.
The
not the
baby.
podcast.
We love
baby.
you. We love you. Your mother and I are fine. And we're more than
Yeah,
fine.
fine, just fine.
Okay,
We're-
wait. Go on.
I have.
Just reset the
All
silence.
right. Let's I want rapid fire.
What kind of underwear are you wearing right now?
I am wearing Chris's underwear.
That's why I
So
said.
Lacey,
Yeah,
right?
Lacey.
Very Lacey.
We were coming here and he was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Honestly, your underwear's a little small."
Yeah, because she can't.
Especially in the front.
Hey. she has no penis and she's like the front's tight.
Yeah. One thing about Sarah, giant clit. You know, we all know it. What's weirdest craving? Weirdest craving of the baby times.
Honestly, I feel like cravings are kind of a myth
Myth. Okay, I like that.
because
That's a hot take.
it's more aversions than cravings. Like
Okay, so things you used to love that now
like
you're
chicken
no.
thighs. I would eat some. We would cook chicken thighs all the time. No,
It makes you
no.
nauseous.
Oh,
Or like I could eat steak, but I could not cook it.
And does that last until? Because I know now although you're like probably feeling like you're inflated like a balloon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Does that? Because I know the beginning is like the worst for like the morning sickness and stuff. So do you still have like the aversion, or is it now
Sometimes
just kind of like
it comes back in the third.
Okay.
Like the second was nice. You're like, great. I'm not that big. Like I can eat things.
Got
I can
it.
still
I thought you
sleep.
were
Body
huge
doesn't
the whole
hurt.
time.
Well, I
kidding.
thought I was big then, and now you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I should have
It's-
appreciated
you know what's
how
actually-
thin I was
you know
then.
what's funny is the first
Yeah.
thing I thought when I saw you when you got here was that you're smaller than I expected.
Really?
Yeah, I
Thanks.
was like, oh, you know what? You're
Yeah.
not as round as I thought you were going to be.
I'll
It's not
take
often
it.
I talk to a woman the day before. her fucking
That's
due
true.
date.
That's true. And I don't think you should ever do it again based on how this is going. What the fuck?
To be completely
You're not
honest,
as round as I thought you were going to be.
it's just the truth. What do you want? What do you want me to fucking see? What do you
I was expecting a
I
bowling
was,
ball.
I was, dude. Fucking pregnant bitches get big. What the fuck is wrong with that? Dude, we all know it. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
That's how we all came into this world, Chris.
Yeah.
We all
Right.
made some lady fat for a little while.
Yeah.
And then the world got fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. You're not fat. You're beautiful.
Yeah, we're
You're
good.
voluptuous.
You're
shouldn't
just
have said
round. Just
Yeah.
round.
Yeah. You're around.
You
my
are
alley.
round.
You're up my whatever. She's wearing a lot of black.
Yeah, slimming. You
But I
know,
feel like that's how you dressed before.
that is true.
Yeah,
that
this
is
is
true.
not- this isn't
I mean, I
like-
always went for the slimming colors.
Yeah.
Black.
Sarah's like a goth blonde. Is that a thing?
Yeah, goth blonde is that's a good genre. Of
Yeah.
woman.
It's like
Did
the
you-
artsy
Good job.
goth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art goth. Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
No, I
Art
don't.
goth. I like that.
But I feel like that's what it would
Not that you do
be.
any art. We wouldn't bring up
We wouldn't bring up
her
her
amazing
art
artwork
on
that you could
at
probably-
Indica
yeah,
Illustrations
at
if
Indica
you wanted to check it
Illustrations.
out. She makes way more money than I do on comedy, and I've been doing it for enough time that I should be making some money. We're getting off the. I turned that into
To be fair, her art's never made a room of people angry. it's
Not as far as I know.
there's two sides to every. Her art's never accidentally said something a little too racist.
Yeah. There's
Um,
a little too racist. There's I've never does my.
What are you most excited about for when the baby comes?
To not be pregnant.
To not be pregnant.
Mhm.
And probably a drink, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Is there any
I'm
sort
looking
of-
for and sushi. All the things that you can't have.
Oh yeah, raw fish.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah,
thing,
I'd
right?
love some good raw fish.
Yeah.
Beef tartare.
I'm excited to hear them laugh for the first time.
Ooh, see
The
that-
beef
that-
tartare?
yeah,
See, it's better than her
Yeah.
shit.
That was good only because it's also about you.
Yeah, you know it's at his jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
He
You're like,
doesn't
"Dude, I
want her
can't-
to just
I can't
laugh
wait."
at his jokes.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be testing bits.
You're gonna be killing, dude. You're gonna be killing out the gate.
Oh yeah.
She might be the only one in our house that laughs at you.
What the hell, babe?
You know you can't run jokes by me.
I can't run jokes.
Oh,
by you.
really? Why?
No.
That doesn't work. I also sometimes I like to with my girlfriend. It's more just like just come to the show and
Yeah.
see it and then judge it from there. Sometimes on like the couch.
I think we can workshop a joke, but if he tests it out on me, it's mostly like, I see how
Yeah, it
that's
doesn't
funny.
work. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
work. That's
It
fair.
is-
If he
living
gets a
with-
smile, that's me belly laughing at
That's you.
home.
Yeah,
Dying.
and living with me is hard, and I get that. I remember when we first got to LA, we had already kind of stopped talking about bits. I know we're almost out of time, so I'm sorry.
No, I'm just,
But I got a show, a good show,
uh-huh.
and she had friends that were like that wanted to go out that night or something. So everyone decided, okay, we'll go to Chris's
Oh,
show.
God, that always sucks.
And Sarah, I could tell, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were so nervous for the both of us that it needed. You were like, this needs to go well, because there's people here that I don't know well enough that I can't explain my way out of it.
Well, because you have
Maybe.
a crisis when you do good.
Right. Well,
You
so
bomb in front.
luckily, I get on stage and I have what I consider to be a great set.
Awesome.
So, and then I get
Which
off.
means it was literally incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about all that, but it was a good set. And Sarah was like, I've heard some of those, but they're way better than the last time I heard. Like she was. I feel like you got back into my jokes after that set.
How long ago was this?
Almost 2 years.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Wait. Why?
We all get better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like definitely, like because like my girlfriend's gotten sick of it,
Mhm.
and she's it takes 6 months where she doesn't go to a show, and then she'll come to a show, and she's like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, it's nice when you get like the new jokes and you're like, wow, I didn't even know you were working on that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
love.
Or like you get like a hint of it, but like you don't know what the joke is. Like I know you have a joke about X, Y, and Z, but I don't know the joke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes I say I'm like, don't tell me about what you're working on, because
Yeah,
then
that's how
I
I
can
feel.
go to a show and be like, oh my god, that's
Experience it for
hilarious.
real. Like actually get to
yeah.
experience it the way everybody else.
Yeah, like a
does.
genuine reaction, not one where I'm like, okay, I've heard 15 different versions of this
Yes,
joke before it
yes.
was this joke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And again, I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I just,
I like the partner of the comedian angle of this. And
Yeah.
I wish I had thought of that earlier because I think that's so interesting. Your
it
perspective.
is. We can have you back, or maybe not.
Well, then I'll have to bring the baby.
Yeah, I want to bring the baby
Oh,
on the
yeah,
pod.
baby.
I want to bring you on pod, babe.
I was
I
gonna
will
don't call
say,
her
if you're
babe.
holding the baby, I will sit there and hold the whale for the whole podcast because I just want us to all feel together.
Yeah, no, we can just put her. We'll put her in the little basin and the bouncer thing, and I'll just tap my foot and bounce.
As long as no dingoes are anywhere nearby, we'll be good.
No, there's no
Dingoes.
dingoes in California.
You know the story of the dingoes that stole the lady's baby and everybody's in some Australian thing?
No.
Yeah,
This is a-
your dingo ate my baby.
But you know about the actual thing, right?
No.
There's a very famous story in Australia where there was I'm not going to take a long time to go over this.
Yeah.
But it's a woman's baby got stolen by dingoes in the outback and everybody just said you killed your baby. And she was like, "No, I didn't fucking kill my baby." And she literally she was like Casey Anthony of Australia. And then eventually they proved that it really
Those
was the
dingoes.
dingoes the whole time.
That's
and that's
dingo.
why you have security cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In the Australian outback.
Yeah.
We need a perimeter of baby monitors.
Yeah.
A dingo ate my baby is a cry popularly attributed to Lindy
Chamberlain Creighton.
Crichton.
Dingo is far and away one of the funniest words on the planet. Okay, sorry. I don't even know why I try. Do you have any parting words?
Yeah,
my love?
is there anything that we want to
Yeah, is there anything you want to
memorialize?
memorialize?
We want to put here to the ethers of eternity for the future of our children. And I'm saying our.
Yeah. And I'm hearing
and
our,
multiples.
and I'm rejecting it. Yeah.
I don't know where the multiples are coming from.
Yeah. Yeah, anything?
No. No, I'll let you guys finish this.
Okay. and we'll let you finish cooking that thing.
I'd love to be finished.
I would-
done.
I would just say this. We've referred to you as it a lot. We know you're a person, and we love you. And us too. We don't know where Harrison's going to be.
It seems like Harrison loves her too.
Harrison has a vested interest in this podcast succeeding. Not so much about the baby. Yeah, but either way.
If I had to choose one thing to be successful, this baby or the podcast, I would take one for the team and choose the baby.
Oh, okay. So we got 3 people that are really interested in your life. And,
True.
And
You're the first friend baby.
yeah. And
That's so cool.
Good luck.
Not nearly as cool as like your
Good
parents,
luck
but-
to you.
we look forward. We wish you health and wealth, and we're gonna do our best. And just be patient with us. All right.
This is the funniest end of the podcast.
Why is that? I try to say something sweet
it was.
and sincere.
It was sweet and sincere, but it's just like usually we just talk about our dicks.
It's usually yeah. But we're expanding. Tell Megan now. We're getting better. And are you ready to sign off?
Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Pleasure Well Podcast. We
Love the booth. Love the booth in the back. Thank
Love
you.
the
Love
booth.
you guys.
If you guys have
Thank
any
you.
questions? Any baby questions? Any baby
I'm curious.
tips?
Just the producer in me.
Yeah.
Putting myself in the kid's shoes. What does your life look like right now that is going to forever be changed? And I want your kid to have this perspective on what your life looks like right now.
Oh shit! Thank you so much for asking this question.
Hey,
what
where
the fuck?
were you 30
That's
minutes
what I'm
ago?
here for, baby.
All right, cool. We get 3 more minutes since the producer asked the question.
Yeah, I have answers, but I would love to hear your.
I was going to say,
perspective.
Chris has a lot of freedom that he's not going to have anymore.
So
That's my answer.
Because my parents' life, it really is such a mystery. You're like, this is where my life began, and then you hear about the couple years, like the preceding time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that as soon as the baby's born, it will feel like our life has just started, even though it has been going on for 31 years, and we have the life that we live now. I also think that we have more freedom now, but that's okay. We cook well. We eat out a lot. We have a lot of friends. We are both pursuing our careers and artistic endeavors, both with mild success.
So
Which is
less of
pretty
all
cool.
of that.
Yeah, which is I don't know. It might be more. It might be less, but that's what's going on right now. How are things going to be different? I hope that you're just going to come with us. I hope that you're going to be a part of our lives and we're not going to be a part of your life. Does that make sense?
I think things are just going to be a little bit more pre-planned. Like, I think we can still do a lot of the same things, hang out with a lot of the same people, but maybe less of like, hey, we're leaving in 5 minutes. You want to come do this? More so like, okay, tomorrow we can come do this.
I'm like that now anyway.
Well, that's why for me, it doesn't feel like it's going to be too much because I like to have things planned and scheduled and organized.
Yeah. I've been spur of the moment most of my life, and this is killing me.
I think it'll be the biggest change. It'll be a big change for both of us, but I think it'll be the biggest for you.
Yeah.
Because you got to adhere to a little bit more of a schedule.
I mean, I'll say this. Since you've come into the picture, my wife's nipples have gotten insanely big. And it's different. You asked me what's different? It's different.
That's
Okay.
that's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah. Let's end this on my nipples.
Guys, thank you for joining us for the Pleasure Well podcast. As always, we're happy to have you guys. Thank you for listening. If you want to email us anything, pleasurewellpod@gmail.com. If you want to message the Instagram or anything like that, hopefully it was something better than what that guy messaged us. Thank you guys for listening. And to end the show, we always do a little whale noise. And I know the baby can't make the whale noise, but I wish he could.
You have to make a whale noise.
Here we go.
I feel like I get a pass. You just talked about my nipples to end this podcast.
No, you have to. Everyone does it.
We went pretty easy on your nipples, all things considered. Come on, dude. Oh my God, our water just broke.
I wish.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Good night,
Thank you.
everybody. Thank you.